Hello everyone, this is Venom, and I am here with a Feybreak tips and tricks video for Palworlds Feybreak. Now, this is going to be geared towards your first day or two on the island. It is going to be very brutal. There are going to be some very important things you're going to need to know, and I'm just going to hop right into it. So the very first thing is that when you get to the island, you're going to notice that I was correct. If you watch my old videos, you're going to want to come here on either a very fast flying mount or on a water mount. Now, when you get here, you're going to notice you're going to get an air raid warning if you are flying. Now, what's going to happen is, if you stay in the air too long, you're going to get shot down by an enemy base. Now, right now you can see I'm flying around freely. I don't have any warnings or anything. That is because you can actually take down the turrets that shoot you down. Now, right here you see an enemy base right here. I already took this one down. In fact, I took them out all over the island, so I can pretty much fly around wherever I want to. Now, to take these turrets down, all you do is you find out where that base is at. You just look around on the map. You can fly for a few seconds without getting shot down, maybe about 5-10 seconds. So just kind of fly up, see where the base is at. You're going to see a giant turret there. Go to it, take it out. Now, you can't technically shoot it down. You don't want to do that. Just hack it. Just land. You can take out the enemies there pretty easily if you're at least level 55 or so. And hack the turret, it blows up, and it respawns very, very slowly. In fact, I think I've only had to take out a couple of turrets since I've been playing since the release, so either I just missed them or they didn't respawn, but I'm pretty sure they did respawn just very, very, very slowly. So take out those turrets and you'll be able to fly around the island, no problem. Now, my next tip is going to be, once you have taken out those turrets, or as you're taking them out, go ahead and fly around the island, get the entire thing mapped out, because you're going to want to see where all the alpha pals are at. You're going to want to get all your teleport points. You want to see where all the alpha pals are at. Those are going to be very, very important, because you're going to need to take out certain alpha pals to access others, which is going to bring you to my next tip, my third tip. And that is, there's a bit of a different system here in Feybreak. You cannot just go after the alphas that are inside of the dungeons. You actually have to take out certain overworld pals first. You see, what happens is, when you take out the alpha pals now, you're actually going to get a bounty token. And you can see it looks like these are retroactive. I've got bounty tokens from all the old pals I took out too, all the old alphas. To access not only the tower boss in Feybreak, but these dungeon pals, you actually have to have certain tokens. You have to have beaten certain overworld alphas already. Now, if you try to access the dungeon, it's going to tell you exactly what tokens you need to get in there. It won't tell you which ones you're missing, but it will tell you all the ones you actually need to access it. So it's going to be very important that you go through, you take out all of the wandering alpha pals, you take them out first, and then go ahead and take out any of the dungeon ones. You take them all out, and eventually you will be able to take on the tower boss. My fourth tip while we're flying around, I did mention that you're going to want to level up as quickly as possible when you get to Feybreak. You're going to want to be capturing a lot of pals. Now, there are a lot of dark pals on this island, so going out at night is going to be one of your best times to go ahead and level up. Go ahead and go out at night, catch you a lot of dark pals. There's going to be a ton of them. Feybreak, I don't know what it is, but they really did weight this place to have a lot of dark pals in it. So, a lot of cool pals. I, of course, still like the dragons the best, but tons of dark pals. Go check them out. There's a lot of really cool ones out there. But do not just sleep through the night. You're going to want to make sure you're up at night. You're going out and capturing pals. Don't just sleep through it every night, especially if you're still trying to level up. And my next tip, my fifth tip, and this is going to be the last one before I get to the more practical tips, do not underestimate this island. I did mention before that this is going to be a very brutal island. I was absolutely correct. I've got a lot of people who have played the game. I see a lot of YouTubers who have played it since day one, and all of us agree this is very brutal when you first get to this island. Now, I am 60 now. I've got my jet dragon and my other pals up to 60, but it's still, even now, it's kind of brutal. So don't think you're going to go out and you're going to tank the turrets from the air raids. You want to take them out very, very carefully. Don't think you're just going to go out and just decimate pals. You are going to be very weak when you first get here. Even if you come with maxed out pals, it's going to be very brutal. I was even getting my butt kicked a bit, taking out and capturing pals just to level up. So be careful. Don't go in thinking you're going to be cocky because you've got a bunch of maxed out pals. That doesn't mean a ton here. Now, once you level up, of course, you get your pals leveled up, you'll be fine. But don't come here thinking you're just going to run through the island. It's not that kind of a party. It was very brutal when I first got here. I'm doing a lot better now. And it is, don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's brutal in a fun way. But don't think you're just going to come in and think, hey, I'm all super powered. I did everything else I maxed out. I took out all the raid bosses. I'm going to come here and just decimate that island. The developers definitely know their player base, and they definitely designed this island to be a bit more difficult for the players, and still very, very rewarding. So just make sure you got the mentality that this is definitely not a beginner-friendly area. This is definitely an in-game area. Now my next tip, this is going to be a bit more practical. I don't know if this was added in this update or not. I don't remember this ever being a thing, but you can actually get critical hits with your Pal Spears. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and try to capture this Capri Noct. Now you can see if I just hit it in a normal spot here. Oh, it actually critical. If you hit him in the head, you're going to get a critical is what I was trying to demonstrate. It looks like its head is just so big, I just automatically got the critical. Let's see if I can hit it in the back. Let's see, try to hit it in the back. See right there, that was just a normal hit. It was a regular capture rate. Looks like this one's going to capture. Okay, that one captured. But if I hit this Tarantus here in the head, as soon as it lets me free, hit him in the head, and you see I actually got a critical. It gave me plus 7% on the capture rate. And you see, I did not get that bonus with the body shot. So, aim for the head when you are trying to capture these pals, and you will get a bonus for it. Again, this may have been something that was added in before, and I didn't realize it or didn't notice it. I don't remember ever seeing it, so I'm pretty sure this is part of this update. My next tip, the guild chest. It's unlocked at level 40 using ancient technology. This is the perfect item you need to build up a new base. Now, again, you can unlock it at level 40. It uses ancient technology points. You can put one down in each base, and whatever items you put in here, you can access from any other base. So right here, I got my main base. I've got some pals that are putting in items from some of my other bases. You can see they're collecting items for me. They're putting them in automatically. I can access these from any other base, meaning that if I put down a new base and put down a guild chest, I can then build using the materials in there, which will make it a whole lot easier. Now, my next tip is something that might be a glitch right now. This might get patched out, but food does not spoil in your guild chest. Now, right here, you see I've got some Mamoret set curry. You see it is stuck on 10 minutes right there. If I take it out, it jumps up to 12 minutes. It starts counting down again. If I toss it in there, it's at 10 minutes again. Here are some cave mushrooms. They're counting down. They got 72 minutes. I toss them in there. And boom, they are stuck at 1 hour and they do not go down. So right now, this is the best way to save things like your cave mushrooms, your really expensive meals. Things you don't want to spoil, put them in the guild chest for now. Now again, this might get patched out later. I do not know. As of right now, this looks like a bug that hopefully becomes a feature. So keep that in mind. If you want to keep your food good forever, toss it in the guild chest. Although keep in mind, the guild chest is not infinite. This is all the slots it's got. So if you're trying to get a ton, like don't try to store everything in there. You can't store your entire base in there, but I would go ahead and store some food in there and some basic building materials so you can build around your other bases without having to transfer all your materials over. And my final tip for the evening, your guild chest can be accessed by your pals. You can see here, I've got my Anubises. They are pulling items out of my mines over here. They are storing them here in the guild chest. That's where all these rocks and all the ore and everything, this is all coming from this one base here. They are storing it all here, so they can put all the items in there. So if you got like a setup like I do here, this is where I have like all my mining and stuff done. They're mining up crystal, they're mining up ore constantly. Just toss down the guild chest and they will automatically load everything in there. You don't have to worry about picking it all up and then slowly making your way back to your base. Just put down the guild chest and you are good to go. Now finally, I got a little bit of a bonus tip for you. I've got two websites I'm going to link down below. One is going to be palworld.gg/breeding calculator. This is a breeding calculator. It has been updated for the Feybreak update. You can see it's got all the new pals here. It's going to show you how to breed all the different pals. And I've also got a Palworld interactive map that's got Feybreak updated on it, and it's got all the different, pretty much everything on there. It's got all the collectibles. It's got all of the egg spawns. It's got where the alpha pals spawn at, the predator pals. It shows where all the resources are at. This is going to be a really good map to use, especially when you want to do things like map out the caves. So this is what I've been using. I've been mapping out my caves. I found out where the alpha pals are at, so I highly recommend using this if you're starting Feybreak. I will link these two down below. Again, a breeding calculator. If you're starting to breed, like I said, there are all new passives. You want all new ways or all new pals to go for, so this is just something you're definitely going to want to use. One of the first things I did was I bred the new pal that came out, Bastigor. There's only two ways to get him, actually. I'm surprised. It's either going to be breeding a Bastigor with a Bastigor or an Anubis with a Frostalion. And I guess I kind of see that, a little bit of how that would work out. But just in case you're curious, that's how you get the new pal, is Anubis plus Frostalion. Or I should say, it's not the new pal. There's more than one new pal, but this was kind of the cover board there. It's the Tower Boss's pal. And he's a pure ice type, so that's pretty cool. Now, going forward, I'm going to have some more advanced tips for you. I'm also putting together a breeding guide that's going to go over everything you need to know about breeding pals, everything from how to move stats over, how to get different passives, even how to inherit moves from different pals to other pals. So, yeah, I'm going to be putting that one out. I've already got a list of other more advanced tips and tricks too, and my next video is actually going to be going over expeditions. So I'm working on beating the tower boss tonight, and then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get that expedition video ready to go. But for now, these are the basic tips and things you're going to want to kind of keep in mind as you're going through your first couple of days of Feybreak. Now, one last thing I'm going to go ahead and add in, and that is go ahead and start opening up all chests on Feybreak. If you already had everything from the last update, I can never say anything. Sakurajima, you probably stopped opening chests if you already had all your legendary gear. Start opening these chests again, bring your keys with you, because there's a whole new set of gear out there. I actually got my hands on a legendary Gatling laser rifle out of one of the dungeons, and I got a heat resistant and color resistant hexalite armor already. So start opening up all the chests, start doing the dungeons, and start doing your chest runs again, because that's going to have all that gear. You're going to want to get all the new gear. It's some pretty good stuff. So that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all for coming by. If you like what we're doing, please like the video. If you love what we're doing, please sub the channel, and I will see you all on the next video.